Sha'Carri Richardson's journey to becoming one of the fastest women on the planet is not a straight line of victories, but a story shaped by talent, adversity, and relentless resilience. Born on March 25, 2000, in Dallas, Texas, she was raised primarily by her grandmother, who played a central role in her upbringing. From a young age, Richardson's speed was undeniable. At Carter High School, she quickly established herself as a dominant force, winning Texas state titles in both the 100 meters and 200 meters. Her performances were not just impressive, they were a signal of something extraordinary in the making. Her next step took her to Louisiana State University, where her potential exploded onto the global stage. In 2019, at only 19 years old, she delivered one of the most remarkable performances in collegiate track history. At the NCAA Championships, she broke 2 world under-20 records on the same day, instantly placing herself among the sport's elite. Her name began to circulate far beyond college athletics, and expectations skyrocketed. In 2021, Richardson seemed destined for Olympic glory. She won the U.S. Olympic trials in the 100 meters, securing her place at the Tokyo Games. But what followed became one of the most discussed moments in modern track and field. She tested positive for cannabis and was suspended, ultimately missing the Olympics. The setback was significant, not just professionally, but emotionally. Richardson addressed the situation publicly, taking responsibility and explaining the personal challenges she was facing at the time. Her absence from Tokyo left a void, and questions began to surface about her future. When she returned to competition in 2022, the results were not what many expected. She struggled to find her rhythm, finishing last at a major meet and dropping far down in the global rankings. Critics were quick to write her off, suggesting that her moment had already passed. But Richardson had heard doubt before, and she had never accepted it as truth. What followed would redefine her career and remind the world why she was once considered unstoppable. Her comeback was not immediate, but it was building. Behind the scenes, she was refining her technique, rebuilding her confidence, and preparing for a return that would silence every question. By 2023, Sha'Carri Richardson was ready to reclaim her place at the top. At the World Championships in Budapest, she delivered a performance that stunned the track world. Running 10.65 seconds in the 100 meters, she not only won gold, but also set a championship record. It was a defining moment, proof that she had not just returned, but evolved. She followed that victory with another gold as part of the 4x100-meter relay team, cementing her status as one of the sport's premier sprinters. The following year brought another major test on the Olympic stage in Paris. In the 100 meters final, Richardson finished second, just behind Julian Alfred of St. Lucia. While it wasn't the individual gold she had once envisioned, it set the stage for something equally dramatic. In the 4x100 relay final, Team USA found itself in 4th place when Richardson received the baton as the anchor. What happened next was a display of pure speed and determination. She surged past 2 teams and crossed the finish line in 1st place, securing Olympic gold. Her glance back at the competition became an iconic image, symbolizing both confidence and redemption. In April 2026, Richardson arrived in an unlikely setting for her next challenge, a small Australian town with a population of around 6,000 people. The event was unlike anything she had faced before, a historic race run on grass, with a unique handicap system designed to level the playing field. In this competition, slower runners start closer to the finish line, while elite athletes like Richardson begin from scratch, meaning they must overcome a significant distance disadvantage. This race, held over 120 meters on a slight uphill gradient, has a reputation for humbling even the greatest sprinters. The handicap system ensures that victory is not simply about speed, but about execution, timing, and the ability to chase down competitors who start meters ahead. For Richardson, it was a completely different kind of test, one that required patience as much as power. During the preliminary heats, she demonstrated control and precision, winning her race despite starting far behind the field. Her progression to the semifinals seemed inevitable, but the margin for error in this format was razor thin. Every step mattered, and even the smallest miscalculation could cost the race. The semifinals nearly ended Richardson's run before it reached its climax. She started strong, rapidly closing the gap on her competitors. But in the final moments, she made a critical mistake. She eased up too early, lifting her posture before crossing the line. It was a split-second lapse, but in a race measured in thousandths of a second, it almost proved disastrous. A local runner surged forward, and the finish came down to a photo. Richardson advanced by the narrowest of margins, just 0.0007 seconds. Rather than dismiss the error, she acknowledged it immediately. She admitted that finishing through the line was something she was still refining, and she made it clear that she would correct it before the final. That honesty reflected a maturity that had grown throughout her career. 2 hours later, she returned to the track for the final. The challenge was immense. One of her main rivals started 9 meters ahead, a massive advantage in such a short race. After a brief delay caused by a false start, the runners reset. When the gun fired, Richardson remained composed. She did not panic or rush. Instead, she built her speed gradually, transitioning smoothly into her top gear. As the race unfolded, she began to hunt down the field. Meter by meter, she erased the deficit. In the final stretch, her experience and raw speed took over. She surged past her competitors and crossed the finish line first, completing the race in 13.07 seconds, the fastest time recorded in the event in nearly 2 decades. Her victory was historic. Winning from scratch in this race is exceptionally rare, and only a handful of women had ever achieved it. Richardson became the first non-Australian to do so, adding another unique accomplishment to her already remarkable career. The prize money, while modest compared to major international meets, was not the focus. What mattered was the statement she made. In a setting far removed from the global spotlight, she demonstrated adaptability, resilience, and an unwavering competitive spirit. It was a reminder that greatness is not confined to the biggest stages. It can emerge anywhere, even in a small town, under unfamiliar conditions. For Richardson, this race was more than just a victory. It was a continuation of her story, a story defined not by setbacks, but by the way she rises from them.
Away, Richardson got out pretty well. Nielsen quickly goes up to Carr. Santillia behind them and Crow. Sha'Carri starting to wind up and running it down. It's so close. She's got up. She's come from the clouds. Stall has his most famous winner ever. It's epic, iconic, the stuff of legends.